Hi YouTube, this is the True Black Queen. Today is Monday, September 13th, and I did have my follow-up visit today with my surgeon. It did go rather well. He did tell me that I was able to go ahead and progress onto a more solid diet. He just told me to take my time and make sure that I chewed everything thoroughly. And then when I thought I was done chewing, to chew it some more. He did tell me not to eat any bread, which is really okay. I mean, I like bread, but it's not gonna really make that big of a difference in my life if I'm not eating bread. So I was okay with that. Um, his scale did show that I had actually lost 18 pounds since my last visit with him back on August 9th. And according to my scale, I've actually lost 22 pounds his since my last visit back in August. And I mean that 4 pounds, it's not that bad. I'm not really gonna trip about that. The way that I figure it is on a good day when I'm feeling great. Um, I'll go by his scale and accept it. And on those days when I'm not feeling so great, I'll use my scale to make me feel better. But, it's a 4 pound difference, so at least, I have an idea of, what his scale is going to say, according to my visit today. But like I said, he did tell me I could go ahead and progress back to solid foods just to basically watch what I'm going to eat and, to exercise as much as possible. He did recommend the 30 minutes a day. Um, but he said I was doing really well. He said the 18-pound loss, 22 pounds, was really good. So he was happy to see that. He said it was really good, for it just being a little over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. So I'm excited about that. Um, I do kind of have to admit I'm a little scared, I guess, about progressing onto solid foods again, regular foods. Even though I miss regular food and was probably yearning for it, I know I was last week, just for something that I could chew. But now that I'm able to actually eat it, I'm a little hesitant, a little scared. Um, Basically because I haven't gotten a feel yet. I don't get a feel until the 27th of September, which is 2 weeks from today, actually. Then I'll get my very first feel. And even though I did get a little feel during my surgery, I don't know that I'm feeling any type of restriction, but then I really don't know if I am or not. I don't really know what restriction feels like, so I don't know if I have any or not. I do know that I'm eating a lot less, but I don't know if I'm eating a lot less out of caution or restriction. Caution because, I'm going to be honest, I don't like to throw up. I've never liked to throw up. I'm It's just something about throwing up that is a complete turn off, and I'm sure it's a complete turn off to everyone. But to me, it freaks me out. Just the thought that I might throw up drives me to some type of panic attack. So in my mind, I'm always thinking if I eat too much, I could possibly, you know, throw that whatever I ate back up. Scares the hell out of me, and I don't want to have to go through that. So I'm kind of wondering if I, set myself up to think, this you've eaten enough, you don't want to get sick, so stop eating. Because I'm really not eating that much. Um, I'm really not. And as soon as I even think I'm full, I stop eating. And that's, with just whatever he put in my van at the time of surgery. just simply because I don't want that food to come back up and then freak me out and I go into some kind of panic attack. Plus, you hear so many horror stories about, we don't hear so many, but you hear stories about um, people and, stretching their band and this, that, and the other. And I really just don't want to go down that road at all. I want my band just to work with me. I don't want, for us to be doing a tug and pull. I'm stuffing my face and my band is throwing it, forcing me to throw it back up. So I'm really, I'm really cautious about it. I really am, and then I'm kind of scared about it because now that I'm able to eat more solid food, I'm just a little bit more concerned or about the choices that I might make. Uh, not that not that I eat so terribly. You know, a big part of my problem was my soda intake, and now that I'm not drinking soda at all, it's not that much of a problem. You know, it's just the foods that I cook. I don't really know how to explain it. I'm I'm from the South. I'm a Southern girl to the heart. When you're from the South, you cook like you're from the South. I cook like I'm from the South. I love to cook, and I'm lucky to have a partner who loves to eat. And when you're from the South, you cook Southern. You cook with the gravies and the the roast and the chickens and all this. And it's probably not the best food to be eating. And and it's not that's not to say that you know Southern food is not good for you because I'm sure if cooked properly, it probably is. But the way that I learned to cook, the way that I cook is probably not the best thing in the world. So that really has me concerned because I don't eat a lot of fried food, but I do eat probably a lot of high fat foods, food with a lot of fat in it. And I guess I just need to start watching that, and I just need to just kind of watch how I prepare a lot of the foods that we eat because I don't really grill a lot of things. I do put a lot of things in the oven. I do a lot of slow cooking. It's just really, you know, sometimes with the gravies and the high fat content of different things. And then I love pasta. I love it to death. I don't is pasta even southern? I don't know, but I love it wherever it's from. Um, so for me to kind of limit my pasta intake is going to be a daily um, chore in itself. So that kind of has me worried. The way that I'm going into this journey is I'm going to make changes, but I also want the band to work with me in the way that I live because I don't cook horribly. I don't eat horribly. I want it to work with the lifestyle that I have. I want to be able to be full and, that be enough. I don't want to overeat anything. But I guess a lot of people probably have that fear once they get off of the soft foods because during the soft food stage, you're basically limited to what you can eat anyway. And then once you get to the next stage, it's back. It's back to reality. You know, and that's got to be a little bit scary, which I think is what I'm facing right now. Because now I can eat, and I'm scared to eat because I don't want to overeat. Um, but I guess that's just something that I'll have to work with, um, deal with as it happens. Um, which I'm sure that I can. I guess it's just something that was weighing on my mind today when I was coming back home from the doctor's appointment. But I mean, overall, I'm enthusiastic about it. It makes me happy that I'm able to get back to cooking every day like I did. And and I do. I cook every day. It's not that we go out to eat all the time because we don't. Maybe once or twice a week. Most of the meals that I eat are home cooked meals. I just need to learn to make them healthier home cooked meals. Um, and then I think both me and my partner will both do a lot better if I'm able to incorporate healthier cooking into our diet. Um, we don't really have anything sweet in our house right now. Um, but then too, as far as the sweet, you know, I like to bake. I like to bake cakes and pies and puddings. I'm a mess. I know I'm a mess, but it's what I've done. So this is really a shock to me right now. I This whole afternoon I've just been in a daze because I'm just like, what the hell? I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to have come this far and you know make some kind of drastic decision. But then I also have to remember I got the lap band because I wanted to be able to continue to eat the foods that I eat just in a smaller quantity, because I know I'm not going to be able to live the rest of my life without another piece of cake. Or I know I'm not going to be able to live the rest of my life without some type of pasta. I already know that. I just want to limit the amount of pasta and cake that I eat. And then I also want to throw in some vegetables in there into the mix, and you know, everybody wins. But I guess, like most things, I'm a work in progress. But I did have my visit. It did go well, and I'm happy about that. I don't have to see him for another month, and I guess then we'll see where I am. And then, of course, when I get my fill on the 27th, we'll see how that goes. And then at the end of this week, I shall do another video to see if I've lost any weight according to the scale at my house. So I hope everyone has a good week, and once again, thank you all for watching.